Hey, good morning to you. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. It is Thursday, March 18th, so I definitely hope y'all have a great day today. Everything has calmed down significantly as of what happened last night, but as of right now, 6:30 in the morning, we still have tornadoes popping up. It's starting to ramp back up. Right now, we have three of them. One that's going from Alabama into Georgia, and we have two more in the panhandle of Florida. Now, we have a lot going on today. Now, this green outer rim area is your 2% chance for tornadoes today. This brown is your 5% chance. This yellow right here is your 10% chance. And of course, you have this big chance right here. This is your moderate right here from South Carolina to North Carolina. The green is your marginal. The yellow is your slight risk. The orange is your enhanced risk. And the red is your moderate risk. And our area for significant chance for tornado today is it all in this circle right here, anywhere from Georgia all the way to the edge of Virginia. Matter of fact, I'm showing that the strong Cape values and supercell composite chances does actually get into Virginia, so that might get stretched out some. Now, if you've never been here before, good morning to you. My name is Mark. I do upload every single day, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Now, let's talk about what happened last night. Last night we had 198 severe weather warnings. We had 92 tornado warnings. 92 tornado warnings. We had 23 tornadoes that actually touched the ground. And this is the first time that it's been this much and this heavy where it's been a torque count over 9 since 2019. So we had 2 tornadoes that was in Missouri. We had 1 in Arkansas. We had 1 in northern Louisiana. We had 3 in Mississippi, and the rest is all in Alabama. And it's moving towards Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina, North Carolina today. Now, always use the links in the description to get to whatever section you want to see. For real quick, I'm going to go through this and see exactly what's been going on with these tornadoes that we had last night. Now, we had 2 that was in Missouri. One of them was at 6:45 p.m. in Wheelersville. Damage was reported to a house and trees at 248 in Button Road, just east of Barry Stone Line. Multiple reports of power lines and trees down. Golf ball hail was reported. Now, the other tornado that popped up in Missouri was at 6:37, a little bit before the other one. It was in Elsie. It corrects the previous thunderstorm wind damage report from Elsie. Trees were reported down and road blocked on Highway 413. A spotter confirmed the tornado on the ground and damage was reported. The one in Arkansas was at 4:37 p.m. It was 1 southeast McGehee. A very brief rope-like tornado did occur in a farm field about 1 mile southeast of McGehee. No visible structure damage was observed. This time it was based on the radar. The one in Louisiana was at 2:31 p.m., 5 west Farmersville. Emergency manager for Union Parish confirmed at least a short tree damage path just west of Farmersville, crossing Highway 2, and National Weather Service Storm Survey will finalize the damage, so they still need to check up on that. The other one in Mississippi was at 12:07 p.m., 4 miles southwest of Whistler. Report of homes damaged near Stringford, Cooley Road. No other details, but that's just where it's located at this time. And then we have this one that's right on the edge of the Mississippi state line, Mississippi and Alabama. This was at 3:46 p.m., 4 miles west of Silas. Increasing debris signature on radar confirmed drone footage and several videos of a tornado moving through the Silas community on social media. So you can check social media and get that information as well. Now we have the Alabama tornadoes, and all this whole section here was all the tornadoes in Alabama, and there's been some damage. At 4:20 p.m., 4 miles north of West Bend, several homes on stilts were severely damaged in the West Bend community from tornado at 4:20 p.m. It was reported by emergency manager. Also at 4:30 p.m., they had one at Campbell Landing Road. They have 2 injuries. Campbell Landing Road in Clark County, Alabama. Tornado damage to 4 homes. 1 home is destroyed. 2 people was injured. And the tornado was estimated at 4:30 p.m. Another one at 4:30 at Morven. Significant tree and power line damage on Highway 69 in Morven, Alabama from tornado at 4:30 p.m. It was verified by a trained spotter. They had another one at 4:39 p.m. 2 miles southeast of Putnam. Multiple trees were down along Highway 69. Another one at 4:55 p.m., 1 mile south-southwest of Sweetwater. Damage was reported along Nicholsville Road. Trees were down and one mobile home was damaged. And you have one at 2:29 p.m. It was 1 mile east of Mound State Park. Roof damage to a number of houses in the city on both sides of the county line. Several businesses was damaged in Moundville. And you have another one that was right next to it at 2:31 p.m. It was 2 miles east-northeast of Mound State Park. Multiple homes were damaged in the Waterbury subdivision. You got another one at 3:10 p.m. It was in Lake Wildwood. Damage was reported in the Wildwood community. Details are still unknown on that. Another one at 4:07 p.m., 1 mile southeast of Bull City. Reported by a spotter who was southeast of this location looking northwest. Another one at 2:29 p.m., 3 miles west-southwest of Millerstein Plan. Tornado was reported by emergency management near Birmingport. Another one at 4:58 p.m., 1 mile east of Mount Olive. Power lines and poles were down in the 2400 block of Mount Olive Road. We have another one at 2:22 p.m., 1 mile south-southwest of Stewartville. A tornado likely from a TDS on local radar near Wogufka. Another one at 2:01 p.m., 4 miles west of Higgins Ferry Park. Tornado was reported on the ground and causing damage east of Clanton on Highway 491. A radar also had a TDS at this location. Another one at 1:26 p.m., 2 miles east-northeast of Billingsley. Multiple trees were blown down and at least one structure was damaged near Highway 24 and Highway 34. Additional damage was reported along Highway 53. Another one at 5:18 p.m., 2 miles south of Pools Crossroad. Homes were damaged in the Pools Crossroad area. Another one at 1:26 p.m., 2 miles east-northeast in Billingsley. Multiple trees were down and at least one structure was damaged near Highway 24 and Highway 34. Additional damage was reported along Highway 53. Another one this morning at 4:08. Another one this morning at 1 mile northeast of Brantley. A barn was destroyed. And then we had one at 4:30 p.m. yesterday, Campbell Landing Road. 2 injuries, Campbell Landing Road in Clark County in Alabama. Tornado damage to 4 homes. 1 home is destroyed. 2 people was injured. The tornado was estimated at 4:30 p.m. And the power outages has gone up. They've been fluctuating all around. You're starting to get power outages in the Corn Belt from all the storms that's headed that way. We'll cover that as well. Right now we're looking at Illinois, over 13,000 people without power. Alabama, over 17,000 people. And we got Arkansas, over 5,000. Mississippi, over 4,000. And Texas, over 3,800. And Louisiana, you also have 3,400 as well. Tennessee, almost 2,000. North Carolina, over 1,000. Georgia, over 2,000. Florida, over 1,700. Over 3,000 in Ohio. Over 2,500 in Missouri, over 1,100 in Kansas, over 1,000 in Oklahoma, over 2,500 in California, and a significant severe weather that you have a chance for significant severe weather today is the main cities are Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Columbia, South Carolina. Everybody else is still in some moderate to some enhanced to some very good risk, but those cities are the main cities that are in significant chance for weather today. And the 2 videos that I have for y'all today, right above my head is a supercell composite for chances for supercells to form today, especially for Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And on the very top is your chances for significant tornado perimeters. So that's what you're looking at on those 2 videos. And your time and date stamp is up here on the top left. Now starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock on the East Coast, these storms are passing through Georgia, and they're going to go through South Carolina and North Carolina. Plus, you have this very strong surface low pressure that's going to be moving to the east. That's going to be causing a lot of this convective activity for chances for these tornadoes to pop up, especially as it moves to the east. All this rain also is going to be flooding up the Corn Belt as well as the Northeast, and they're going to be getting snowfall out of it. So here you are in the Northeast. This is right around 7 o'clock in the morning. You're starting to get your storms. You're starting to get your rain. But then it's going to start changing into snowfall for y'all as the day goes along. Around 6 p.m., this surface low pressure is going to move off to the east. The cold temperatures are going to start coming in. And now this precipitation is going to start turning into snow for y'all, especially for Massachusetts, lower Vermont, lower New Hampshire, upper Connecticut, as the surface low pressure moves away and gone by early morning. Now, all morning long, you've been getting a lot of strong wind gusts in the Corn Belt. It's been starting from Iowa, northern Missouri, and it's beginning going towards Illinois. Then as you get into 7 o'clock this morning, it really starts bulking up to almost 60 miles per hour winds. Southern Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, also Indiana. And by 10 o'clock this morning, it's still going to be there. Illinois is going to have the longest of these wind gusts that's going to be passing through. But it will stay in northern Indiana and Ohio as well and for a long time. But the bulk of it is going to be in Illinois and in Indiana and western Ohio. And after 4 p.m. today, it's going to start dropping down. It will get a little stronger. It's definitely in the 60s for Ohio and eastern Indiana, but it will start going away. And once you start hitting around 10 o'clock tonight, it'll start calming down from the 50s and the 60s, and you'll be in the 40s for the rest of the overnight into the morning. And you can see your strong dew points. They get very strong for Georgia, for South Carolina, also for North Carolina, even eastern Tennessee gets in on some very strong dew points as your days go along. By 4 p.m. today, all that strong dew points is going to move away from Georgia, and it's going to be South Carolina, North Carolina, and southern Virginia. And when you hit around 10 p.m., it's going to start moving away from western South Carolina, and it's going to just pocket itself southeast South Carolina, eastern North Carolina, also southeast Virginia. And as you go overnight into the early morning hours, it leaves. As you go through your morning for significant tornado perimeters, you can see it does weaken up as it passes towards South Carolina, but now you're getting some sparks of some good pockets for tornado possibilities to form up. And this one is a little towards the upstate of South Carolina. It's a very good grouping of possibilities, some strong strength, and at the same time, it's popping up for eastern North Carolina. And right around noon today, it gets really strong for northwest South Carolina, with a good pop-up of the red while you still have the problems in North Carolina. And then you go into your afternoon, this carries over into North Carolina. The strong cell and pocket that was in South Carolina now carries into North Carolina, while this moves into North Carolina and stays in the general area. And it goes all the way until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now it's not a South Carolina problem. Now it's a big problem still for North Carolina and parts of southeast Virginia. I know you're not in the perimeters of the circle of the warning, but I do show that you do have very good possibilities for tornado perimeters, especially from 4 o'clock all the way to 7 o'clock this afternoon. For southeast Virginia, you need to be aware that you do have some strong tornado perimeters that is happening. Now here's your view from your cells starting at 6 o'clock this morning for Georgia, and you can see you do have some strong cells passing through. Here's your time and date on the left. And by noon to 1 o'clock, you have some strong cells that will be close to Statesboro. It's going to be crossing over into South Carolina at this point, but you're going to have these strong cells all evening long. This is at 2 p.m., and you got strong cells with hail cores all the way from Columbia, South Carolina, all the way down to Valdosta, Georgia. And Statesboro has these all evening long. So Statesboro, you need to watch out. You have a lot of strong cells that are popping along you all day long. And by 3 p.m., South Carolina gets some really good hail cores. Georgia's starting to move towards Savannah. And now Charleston is in the mix for these cells to go all the way from Myrtle Beach all the way to Savannah, Georgia. And this is by 5 p.m. today. Then as the evening goes along, it gets along the coast and it starts moving towards North Carolina. And it's not really a problem anymore once you hit 6, 7 p.m. for Georgia and most of South Carolina. But once it really hits around 8 p.m., it'll leave Myrtle Beach, and that's the last chance for anything for South Carolina as well. And as these systems pass through this morning for North Carolina, Virginia outlook, you can see the systems go. Here's your time on the left. You do get some bad cells that passes from Georgia into western North Carolina right around 9, 10 o'clock this morning before that calms down. But it stays a good little kidney bean, especially towards Greenville and upstate. They have some as well. Now, as you go into your afternoon, you can see it's right around 3 p.m. You get some good hail cores passing through North Carolina. And this is where it's going through South Carolina as well. That's what I just showed you. But it does go towards Greensboro at 4 p.m., heads towards South Virginia. And then you get some good hail cores coming in towards Wilmington, North Carolina around 6 p.m., while you still got these hail cores and kidney beans going by Richmond, Virginia. And these are pretty strong, and you will have some shear over there, so that is a possibility. Now, it looks like most of the hail cores stay offshore for right next to Jacksonville, North Carolina, which is a good thing. I hope that stays offshore because that's some strong cells. That's right around 9 p.m. tonight. And as you go into this evening, the threat goes away. And your chances for snow in the Northeast today. Northern Pennsylvania, you have a chance for 1 to 2 inches, mostly in central northern Pennsylvania. And then the Northeast has a chance for over an inch right above Scranton. Western New York, you have a hot spot right west of Odessa of a little over 2 inches. The blue is 1 inch. You also have another hot spot of up to 3 inches just southwest of Albany. Now for Connecticut, you see that the lower half will be getting rain, but the middle half, the central half will be getting an inch. The northern half will be getting anywhere for 2 to a little over 2 inches. Rhode Island, you will have a heaviness of 2 inches in north, 1 inch in the central, rain in the south. In Massachusetts, you have a chance across the whole state for 2, 3, and a little bit above, almost 4 inches just right below Fitchburg. Boston, you'll see a little over 2 inches of snowfall. That's a good thing. I know y'all want y'all snow over in Boston. But for Vermont and New Hampshire, the south is going to be the heaviest. South Vermont, you have a chance for up to 3 and 4 inches. South New Hampshire, you have a chance for 3 inches as well. All the blue is 1 inch. And the heaviest for Maine will be southwest Maine, a little over 2 inches. Springville has a chance for 2 inches as well. Now I'm going to play this so you can see this in motion. Time and date is on the top left, and I have it on the tornado perimeters so you can see the levels of who's in chances for tornadoes in the southeast today. At the same time, guys, if you've never been here before, don't leave. I would like to bless you and your family for protection to stay safe today. It's not going to be as wild as yesterday, but still is going to be a lot of severe weather with chances for tornadoes today, plus the damage and winds. So please stay and listen. God bless every single one of you. Hope you stay safe. Hope y'all was safe last night. Psalm 45. My heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer than the children of men. Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore God hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with thy glory and thy majesty. And in thy majesty ride prosperously because of truth and meekness and righteousness. And thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. Thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness. Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. All thy garments smell of myrrh and aloes and cassia out of the ivory palaces, whereby they have made thee glad. King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir. Hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thine ear. Forget also thine own people and thy father's house. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty, for he is thy Lord, and worship thou him. And the daughter of Tyre shall be there with a gift. Even the rich among the people shall entreat thy favor. The king's daughter is all glorious within. Her clothing is of wrought gold. She shall be brought unto the king in raiment of needlework. The virgins, her compassions that follow her, shall be brought unto thee. With gladness and rejoicing shall they be brought. They shall enter into the kingdom's palace. Instead of thy father shall be thy children, whom thou mayest make princes in all the earth. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people praise thee forever and ever. Amen. God bless you all tonight. I hope you have a very blessed day. I hope you have a very blessed evening. I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everyone was safe from yesterday. I noticed that there was 2 injuries, but I did notice that we didn't have any deaths. So amen to that. That's a good thing. Hope you all have a very great day today. We do have warm up coming. We do have some cold temperatures also. I will update you. All glory does go to God, our God of Jacob. Amen.